What's up, guys? Welcome to my brand new channel. It's called the Hot to Hot Football Conversations, HTHFC. Man, it's gonna be lit. You can check out my first episode. I put it on my main channel. It's right here. This is the second episode. We're gonna be talking about the recap of the games that happened on the weekend. We're gonna go straight into it, man. Start off with you'll see like why Conte. What's Conte doing? He drew the match. Like, what happened to him, man? What happened to Liverpool? We'll get into those details. So, let's get right into it. So on my left here we got Budu, Arsenal fan, and then we got Jeremy and Carl, GG and Manu. Of course, myself is Manu also. Alright, let's get to the first question. Oh yeah, one more person. He'll be joining us in a few minutes. He's called Kevin, and he supports Manchester United. You know what? Let's just start with Manu. So someone tell me what's going on, Manu? Jeremy.
Dude, I'm just gonna go straight in. I showed you guys before we started this podcast, but I think I'll show you guys again.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, so I think that's the issue right now. It's just the system, the management that's the coaching, the level of coaching is what is messing us up big time. Because we have the players, and it just doesn't make sense that we have the players on paper. Give that team to any of those top 6 coaches, and they will do a madness.
Imagine what Klopp
will do a mazza with those players. So trust. I just feel it's just the level of coaching as of now, because it just doesn't make sense. It's like it just doesn't make complete sense how we are not getting any results. Us being a diehard Man United fan. So I think for me that's how I'll start it off. Level of coaching.
Yeah, but then here Carl was telling me Ole in.
Yeah, man. I still feel like Ole should be given a bit more time, even though the last result makes me feel blue, But always,
he's done something.
I'm a United fan, yeah, but I'm still thinking about that last fact about when we had somebody like Mourinho who is still pulling results, but he's still having conflicts with the players and the dressing room. And as well, like every other aspect, it's like, yes, he'll get his result, but he still wasn't the right fit. And if we look at, we got trophies, fine.
But he wasn't
with Oli also, we finished second, I think it's just a matter of fact of we are so far behind these top teams, we're yet to be tested really against Chelsea to see where they are at. But when it comes to the Liverpool's, our biggest rivals, man, we're shambolic. We're being demolished.
Man.
And apparently with the City game as well, it's like we're being played with. And both of those games are pain. So it's like, it's understandable that everybody has to point fingers at the coaches because it's their playing style that's being implemented. It's not about the squad depth or the players we have. It's how they're being used. So man, I think Oli, he deserves all the fingers being pointed. Because who else would we point them at?
He has a lot of pressure, on him. It's a big club, so.
Mm-hmm.
And without him, we've gone the best. I think it's the best away record in the Prem.
Yeah.
And last
but it's
season,
not
what?
The away record. Don't you think it's something that's great? But wouldn't you rather the home record? You feel me?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't one of those guys who was still excited about that when we were going through that whole, we have the best away record ever. We even beat the Invincibles thing. I wasn't too chuffed about it because I was like, come on, I want trophies, man. Those are records and things. I want trophies. I want to be at the top. I want to be at the top of the pyramid. Because as Manu fans, I know Budu Like probably like 15 years ago, you guys used to feel that. But as Man U fans, you know, we want trophies, man.
You're bigger than
That's
Arsenal,
what
man.
you get looked at. At the end of the season, no one looks at, oh, you guys won X amount of games. At the end of season, what's looked at is how many trophies did you win? That's what it's looked at.
Yeah.
I feel. Yeah.
Even though we have the most trophies, we have the most premiums. That's the reason why we need to be like still up there.
Yeah, trust.
Like I'm starting to feel, although like the way Arsenal the way before they were really shit, now they are deciding to overtake us.
Oh, bro,
Hey,
and they are
getting
in
bad,
that
man.
momentum, man.
It's getting bad. I feel like Arsenal's momentum is getting better and better. I don't feel like they will lose the form. It's getting scary.
I agree, but I want to hear what Budu has to say about United before we dive into his happiness. You feel me?
Yeah, true.
What's Arsenal going to say?
Okay, then let's talk about United. Before I even say anything, I just have to, you know.
Well in.
Wait,
No, but
you were saying
all
something.
jokes aside,
all
jokes aside,
you're saying you feel
all
bad.
jokes aside, I'm surprised because I feel like United is showing a lack of ambition when it actually
Matters.
when it actually counts. Because look, apart from even you, the United fans, going into the season before the season even started with the kind of people you guys brought in, everyone was like, okay, like United is literally, if they don't win the Premier League, at least they'll be a tight second. That's what everyone was thinking. Everyone knew that even though they got in all these new guys, they were missing a defensive midfielder. But with this team, you should be able to challenge for the Premiership. So my question to whoever is in charge over there is, you have brought in all these players and you still can't produce anything. A club like Tottenham, which has weaker players than no offense to Tottenham, which has weaker players than United, are showing ambition by sacking their coach and getting Antonio Conte, and United didn't do anything. Even Norwich just sacked their coach after he actually won a game. And United have been losing consistently, but there's nothing happening. And the coach is not showing any signs of improvement. So honestly,
it's about time, man.
As an Arsenal fan, all I can say is keep it up.
You know what I find mad is that as an Arsenal fan, you're still saying, no offense to Tottenham, but But what you're saying is true, man. It's true. I agree with you, man.
Bro.
Yeah, because if you look at our first 11,
Conte is the guy you guys should have got.
Only did some magic.
I think he would have worked.
Only did magic.
Because honestly, I don't see Ole. The only thing you can give Ole credit for is he's brought in good players, but it feels to me like I don't think I'm the only one who thinks this, but it feels to me like he just throws the players out there and says go and play. There's no tactic. You don't see the game plan.
Isn't that props for Woodward still? It's like all you say, get me this one, but Woodward is the one who secures the.
That's the thing. Ole doesn't have. On what merits did Ole even get the job?
It's a big
he was crap at Cardiff.
Yeah.
Whatever team was coaching back at home, I don't know what they were doing that. So on what merits does Ole get a coveted Man United job?
That's
Man United is just waiting for the right manager. I feel like there's no managers in the market right now. So
honestly, I thought Ole was just a stopgap, but apparently he's a long-term thing.
I think he was he did some bits. The most he did was in that team of his in Norway. Molde. I was about to say Mordor, but it's the one and the same. I think like what? Maybe if we keep him, then what? We can get like that connect he had with this Haaland, you know.
Honestly, at this
that
point,
club, maybe that's good.
only
but
since Conte is
it might
gone,
not
your only
last.
hope is Zidane.
Yeah,
And even that, I don't think he can do it.
I don't think Conte would have made better. Conte is not our style of play.
But he can get something out of the players more than Ole,
we
at
just
least.
need a change, I think.
I've
They
not
need
lost that
something.
much hope, man. I've not lost that much hope that I'm just like, oh my God, let's take Conte, let's take Zizou. I've not lost that much hope because it's like, yeah, we're performing terribly in the Prem, bro. But like, let's throw a Hail Mary and say if we reach semis or the finals in Champions League, will you guys still say Oli out?
If he doesn't win a cup, if he doesn't win it, yes.
Spurs did. If he let's say he runs the same Spurs route where Poch left and you reach the finals, we're still gonna just be like Oli out. Like, okay, that's the best
because
he can
didn't win, bro. Because that's all
Yeah,
he's been doing, reaching finals. He's been reaching finals. He's been coming in second ever since he came in. When is that not enough anymore?
Yeah,
bro,
no...
you're an Arsenal fan saying that when you went for ages finishing fourth, third,
and we were never satisfied, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like when
you don't have to
Wenger
be satisfied. For me,
bits.
Traditionally, and with the size of these clubs, teams like Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, no matter what crisis the clubs are in, their ambition always has to be winning the Premiership. Before you even play game one, your target should be winning the Premier League until it gets to a point where it's mathematically impossible. That's how I feel.
Gents, and that thing for Conte would have been, I feel like, just a change. I think Kevin mentioned, I think it was Kevin or Clinton, one of you just said we needed a change. We do need a change, because even if Conte came in, it would have just brought a different vibe. And I didn't mind him short term. I don't know, Carl, what you think. I don't know, the man, you guys, what you think.
Short term,
I would have, if we just got him just a short term project, because that's actually how he is. Because I know he's very fiery and very egocentric. So I know he wasn't someone who's going to come and be here like for 3-4 years. I just wanted
who's egocentric? Oli.
Conte.
Not Oli, Conte.
Yeah. I feel like Conte, I agree with you, but I feel like his personality, the way he is, that fiery thing.
Yeah.
He'll just come in and implement his thing. You don't like it, then, fuck off somewhere.
Dude, yeah. Which I wouldn't mind. Okay, for now, because I'm literally clutching on, like I'm drowning, like whatever thing I could just grab on.
Yeah.
Because it's just so surreal. It just doesn't make sense. So if he brought in that vibe into the Man United culture for a short-term period, and at least get us winning at least an FA Cup, or put us in contention with the big boys, because we should be up there.
Let me say something. Speaking like the one true Gary Neville. What will Conte bring that Mourinho didn't bring? If it's not, doesn't it sound like the same thing? That fiery personality, hoping to get you something. Wouldn't you say that if we hadn't gone through that Mourinho phase and Conte and Mourinho are on the cards, you would still pick Mourinho, wouldn't you? But we've already gone through that path, and we know, like, okay, fine, we'll get one trophy, but we're still not where we'd like to be. I feel like Conte is a repetition of the same path that we have taken,
But United just don't want to do this mistake. They don't want to be getting a manager and sack them after 2 years.
Yeah, they don't do that.
I don't know. For me, something is wrong.
I think they're content with the second place. I think they're content because for them it's money. The board, right? Are we talking about the board?
Yeah.
They're content with that second place, but the fans will always want more. But the fans are not going to get people sacked.
Yeah.
It's the board.
Mourinho and Conte, they're pretty much the same. But
Honestly,
the good thing about Mourinho, boys, or the good thing about Conte, he's mastered that 3-5-2, man.
Yeah.
That 3-5-2 with Bailly, Varane, and Lindelof. Then wing backs we put Telles, and probably and put Dalot. Dude, we just work on that, man. Remember, he made Victor Moses become the Nigerian Messi.
Yeah, you think
that's 3-5-2, man.
True. No, but Carl, concerning what you said about the board being satisfied with second, I don't think you can be satisfied with second after bringing in someone like Ronaldo. I mean, isn't that the whole point? You bring in someone like Varane to bring you a title. You don't get these players to get second. If that was the case, then you might as well gone for Ben White instead of Varane.
I mean, I agree with you, but I don't agree with you. I agree with you, but I don't agree with you. Where I agree is that, yes, the bringing in these players is obviously for improvement, but it's like if we are
financially, you have to.
But
if you're spending this much money, we didn't
spend peas on Ronaldo. Let's just be real about that. We didn't spend peas. What that was is also like
Ronaldo's wages alone.
It's jersey sales, it's ticket sales, and also it's like soothing all the hearts of every United or even just football fan everywhere. You know, bringing this guy in was, let's say, the best move. If this was a move that's possible, they would always do it. But it's like, if we want to win titles, we would have brought in a Haaland, we would have brought in a Mbappe. And I'm not saying that shit was possible, but I'm like, it was the last option. Like, you know what I mean?
The United board knew that if they allowed Ronaldo to go to Manchester City, the fans would tear down the stadium. So they had to, no matter what. Even if they didn't want to, they had to.
But I feel like United is going through the same phase as Chelsea last season. I feel like it takes time for these superstars in our squad to take time to play, to play together. Because Chelsea went through the same thing last season. What's the start?
But look, Arsenal's going through the same thing. Half of our team is new.
You guys, okay, let's go to Arsenal then. You guys can.
I've always been Ole out since the start, man. Since even he joined United, man. I just need.
Ole is a fraud. Ole is a fraud.
I don't see what they see. I don't see what they see in Ole. I don't understand.
No, he's a legend, huh? Budu, he is a club legend. I know, like Asman.
That's the thing, yes, and I feel like it's gotten sentimental, you know.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on.
There's for me, I feel like now after Conte is out, I still don't think there's no one else. I don't think Zidane is going to be the same Ole. It's going to be the same issue.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to lie to you. I don't really rate.
Honestly, Zidane. I feel like the perfect fit for United would be Pochettino.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
What about Rodgers? Robert Rodgers from Leicester.
Yeah.
I rate
dude.
That's a good show.
No. I don't.
Really?
I think he's a decent coach, but that Liverpool link, nah.
Okay, yeah, true. United fans don't like that.
Alright, let's move on. Arsenal. Do you think Arsenal can keep? Arsenal normally they have their form and then they go down. You guys, you think you can keep your form, like consistency now?
No. I mean, you can't stay perfect.
No,
I mean, obviously, at some point. It's a whole season in 38 games. You're gonna drop. Every team drops apart from maybe whoever wins the title. But eventually, it's just honestly for me. Maybe I might not speak for every Arsenal fan, but for me, it's just good to see there's a vision.
Yeah.
Like, bro, for a long time, you didn't know what the club was trying to do. The recruitment was poor. You didn't see what they were trying to do. It's like they never really had a plan. So all they kept doing over the years was getting some type of players to like cover the cracks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but never actually fix the problem.
Fix the problem.
Yeah.
That's why, honestly, I respect the current vision and also respect what the coach is doing right now, because he must have had to come in and say that this whole thing needs a rebuild. Because if you take into consideration the last 18 months, the whole team from number 1 to
the top,
the striker, apart from Aubameyang and Lacazette,
yeah,
the whole
these
team is
Mhm.
new. It's different.
Mhm.
Everyone, apart from Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, Saka, and Lacazette, the whole starting 11 came in within the last 12 months.
Obudu, who brought Tierney?
That was
the
Unai.
guy, right?
That was
Yeah,
Unai.
Unai, okay, fair enough.
That was under Unai, yeah.
Who do you guys think you need? Like, what do you need now?
Honestly, now I feel like we have the foundation. So now it's up to the current players that we have to grow into their positions because they are young. But at the same time, as they are growing, you have to sprinkle talent around them.
Yeah, some leaders, you know.
So honestly, for me, for instance, a dream target for me would be, let's say, Aubameyang is reaching the end of his cycle. Lacazette's also reaching the end of his cycle.
But
My dream signing after those two would be Lautaro Martinez.
Aha.
But you know,
Someone who is actually in his prime. He's in his prime age. But that also has like that, a lot of that on us getting him counts on the where we'll be at that period in time. We'll be in the Champions League. We'll be still in Europa League. We won't be in anything at all. So
Champions League targets a lot of top players.
Yeah, that's the thing. To attract these players, we have to be in the Champions League. So honestly, this season is you just take a game at a time.
Yeah, your defense and your keeper is really doing the work.
Yeah.
Oof. Yo, Ramsdale
partnership.
on a madness.
Listen, I haven't seen, honestly,
I agree.
I have to say quite frankly, and I'm not saying this current defense is as good as the one I'm about to mention, but I haven't been this much at ease or this comfortable with a back five since Kolo Toure and Sol Campbell and the other guys.
Yo, that's ages.
That's a long time ago.
Exactly.
What?
That tells you everything. That tells you how long we've been going through this drought.
That's the thing. I don't want my need to become like that.
That's 17 years.
Yeah.
Hey man, if United cons, it will be
That's
painful,
17 years.
But you know,
Think about it. After we never really had a solid partnership after Kolo Toure and Sol Campbell. Maybe you could say Koscielny and Mertesacker, but let's admit Mertesacker was crap.
No.
He was good at some point.
Red cards.
I respect the guy. I love the guy for his passion, but he was crap.
It's crap everywhere but the air. Unbeatable.
I mean, you have to have some sort of attributes to actually play in the team if you're that bad.
Yeah.
Especially a high intensity league. It's like the Premier League, man.
He was lucky. Koscielny was quick, so you always covered for him.
You guys had some bad defenders as well.
This is the first time. Okay, let me say it in another way so that maybe people don't get it wrong. This is the first time in a long time I've seen such a balanced defense at Arsenal in a long time.
Man,
yeah, bro. But
so, like, you guys, what's your starting? Who are your starting centre backs? Like, who do you feel comfortable? Like, you see his name on the team sheet, both of their names.
Gabriel Ben White. Gabriel Ben White.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked. Ben White didn't get picked for England.
Nah. Oh, well.
Where did you get this Ben White from, man? I saw him
from Brighton.
Watford.
That manager, you didn't know his name.
But you know,
bro, we've been 10 games. Arsenal have been 10 games unbeaten with Ben White and Gabriel. and Ben White doesn't get picked for England, but
Maguire gets
Tyrone Mings. I'm not even talking about. I can understand why Maguire will go because he's a leader in the team.
Yeah, he's the captain.
As crap as he might be, he's a leader. He's not a. It's as a coach, I'll still take
But you know,
Like there's
Just
something
because
he brings
I might
to the
not
table.
start him. I might not start him, but I'll still take him.
now, but you know the thing about Southgate, Southgate keep bringing the same people.
Yeah, he won't change it.
Budu, one of my
Like-
friends called Southgate Ole Gunnar Southgate. Someone called him Ole Gunnar Southgate.
They're the same people, man. Literally.
That's true.
That's
That's true.
But can you hate the manager for wanting to build a sense of familiarity within the players, especially if you're
No,
playing for
not
a
at
national
all.
team?
I'm not.
You know?
I'm not even picking at the manager. I'm just like
Southgate and
suggesting.
Ole just have superstars. They just don't know how to use them.
They don't know how to use it.
It's like a FIFA game, man. You have superstars in your squad, but you know.
Honestly, what I feel about Southgate is that I feel like he sees the players he has and he looks at what kind of formations the best teams in the league are playing. Did you realize the season that Chelsea won the league and they were playing the Conte formation, England was also playing the same formation?
That's actually that's a point, though.
I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy, but just literally when Liverpool won, England moved to a 4-3-3.
And I was hearing some sources that he let Foden play his way, or the way he plays for City.
Yeah.
Oh, like he gave him that role.
Yeah, like he doesn't. He tells him to play the way he played for
wants
City. You don't listen to me.
Hello.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that's how things are, man.
Alright, Smith Rowe has made it, man.
Yo,
Literally, right when we're talking about it.
Yeah. But he's good, man. I like him. Quite a direct player.
Yeah, bro. Like, honestly, I
direct.
feel like he's been growing under the radar, so he should just keep growing. I don't even want people to talk about him.
Yeah.
Just
at least
stay under the radar.
You know, like, it's for you guys, for Arsenal, you guys have somebody going to the England squad. For us, Man U fans, we ain't got no one, man. Maguire is there, but
that's why Smith Rowe got in, because apparently Rashford and some other people are injured.
But who else came? Who else got called up? Because I think I heard 3 or 4 people are out.
Yeah, I had Mason Mount, I had Rashford, and someone else.
That means
Bellingham said he wants to focus on, I think, club or something like that. Some players gave some excuse.
Yeah,
they want to focus.
Yeah, Rashford said his fitness. He wants to continue with his fitness.
Man, West Ham are doing stuff out here.
Wow.
You know, I feel like West Ham might actually do good this season, man.
Top four.
You know, they might do a Leicester, because you remember when Leicester won the league that season?
I don't think they can win the league.
Everyone, after 5 games, we're all like, oh yeah, they'll drop. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Then 10 games, we're like, don't worry, they'll drop.
They'll drop.
Then Christmas came and they were still at the top. And then March. Yeah, that's what we keep underestimating these kind of teams. So you have to, especially now when teams go to play West Ham, you don't, especially the big teams.
Yeah.
Let's say maybe you have Champions League midweek and you say you want to rest. You can't afford to rest any player against West Ham.
Yeah,
but you know, even them, they're doing good in Europa League as well.
Yeah, the only player there is Antonio. Antonio doesn't play in the Europa League.
You know, they didn't spend a lot. I heard they spent 69 million for the past 4 years.
Only?
On players.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, 69 million. For 4 years,
Yo.
for the past 4 years.
Now they're making us look foolish.
Yeah.
They beat Liverpool, man.
They've beaten.
That was shocking. No, but honestly, Liverpool managed
Except
to
us.
score that last minute.
Well, they beat us in the League Cup.
Yeah.
But West Ham was way better than Liverpool in that game, man.
Yeah,
Liverpool are lucky.
They're
midfield,
lucky.
man. I don't know if Liverpool is lucky.
Who's been watching? What's working for West Ham? Is it the Moyes effect or just
I think it's the Moyes.
the competition?
Honestly, I think it's good recruitment.
Yeah, good. Exactly. Everyone has good link up between two.
Yeah.
I love CDMs, man. I love CDMs.
Right.
They have
Declan Rice.
called
Declan
Oh
Rice.
yeah. Oh, Rice is the sitter. Then Souček is the box.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
box to box, yeah.
Oh, Souček
You know,
is.
it's this David Moyes' way of playing has never changed. It's if you think about it, Souček is his Fellaini.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Souček is a West Ham player.
Then
Declan Rice is his Arteta.
yeah.
Literally.
That's actually. Oh, that's well.
Okay,
It's
But you
the
know, I feel like
same style.
this season Souček is very deep though. I feel like Declan Rice is getting higher than last season.
Yeah.
Scoring
I
more
feel
goals.
like he's sitting a bit. I think because he added a bit more attacking players, he made Souček sit a bit more.
Yeah.
So if you get Rice from that midfield, oh my
Class.
goodness!
Done, bro. It's
Why they
Right.
sold him in the first place is what shocks me.
I think I was even telling my dad. My dad's also like an Arsenal diehard.
Mhm.
I was telling him, man,
Respect.
you guys, Bodu should have gotten Abraham. I don't know why you guys didn't put in that bid for him.
That's the
He'd
thing,
have-
because I know, honestly, that's what I'm thinking. But
you know,
we can't go for Abraham now and still have Lacazette and Aubameyang.
Yeah, and now you know, as you mentioned earlier, their age is a major factor now.
It's a major
Oba and-
factor. It's a major factor. So, I don't know. I feel like
Abraham
this is the last season we can really drain like any sort of quality from Oba and Laka. Laka's already in his last year. He has a couple of months left on his contract. And Aubameyang, after this season, also has one more year. So we can even sell it. And rather than let him go for free.
okay.
So I feel like this is their last season.
yeah.
Honestly, I have a feeling they might renew Lacazette's contract, but I definitely think Aubameyang will be leaving
I
soon.
feel like it's the other way around. I feel like Laka should leave, man. It's hard. It's because he's having problems. And I don't know. It's just me thinking that.
No,
It's-
Laka.
it's
You see,
starting nowadays.
if you think of Laka as a striker now, Laka's not a striker. He's
Yeah,
not a
he-
striker anymore.
No.
He's been like
He's
He's like behind the striker in a way, you know.
He's literally playing the Dennis Bergkamp position, because Dennis
Yeah.
Bergkamp wasn't a 10 either. He was
Yeah.
a striker, but not a striker. He was a CF, a centre forward.
yeah.
You know, that's literally the role that Lacazette is playing now. He just drops in a little bit behind Aubameyang to do that dirty work in the middle, to hustle for the ball. That Lacazette is good at that hustle play. That's what I like about him.
But Kevin, you were telling me you don't.
Oh,
rate,
sorry, Clinton, go for it.
You don't rate Tammy.
I feel like Tammy is a panic buy. He's risky, man. I'm sorry.
Can't hear you.
Tammy is a guy who should be in a small club, not a big club.
I think
He's not all
I
that.
think Roma is a perfect club for him.
Yeah.
that can be a good fit.
It's
for
like
him.
it's not Roma is not one of the
Biggest
historically it's one of the biggest teams in Italy, but at the moment they are like a Leicester City in the Italian league, you know.
Even lower, man. I feel like he's even lower.
So I think it's
Yeah.
so I think it's a good fit. It's to give him the proper experience.
They still have Mourinho, yeah.
Because if Tammy went to Arsenal, I don't think he would have played that much, man.
Honestly, I didn't want Tammy. I
I
didn't
wouldn't
want
want
Tammy.
him.
You
I
see,
wouldn't want
for
him.
the striker position, we have enough people who have promising talent. For the striker position, you have to get someone who's ready to bang in 30 goals in the first season. That's what I'm thinking about someone like Lautaro, because he's literally in his prime, 26. The guy is world class. Like, this is someone we should be looking at. But
He signed a
you
new
never know
contract.
with us now.
He signed new contracts last season, though.
Yeah,
Kuleta-
I don't know. I'm hoping by the time Obama, it's not now. It's whenever our strikers leave.
What, Jeremy?
Sorry?
Arsenal's a rich club. You know, you guys actually are loaded, huh? I
You
don't know
guys-
why
We are.
you
Spend the
want
most
to.
money.
Our owner, you know what our owner does?
Walmart money.
You know what our owner does?
Cash.
Because he owns so many sports clubs around the globe.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, I pay more attention to these things, but on the people on the outside, they might not know. But if you read, every time Arsenal is in financial crisis, the American teams of the Kroenke umbrella are doing well. Now that Arsenal is doing crap and they actually invested some money there, the American teams are having financial problems. The guy is just sucking money out of. He's just moving the money left and right.
Interesting.
He's playing ping pong with the money.
His wife money.
Yo,
Wife money, yeah.
because like if you guys really want to pay the high wages for players and even put in that 100 million, but I think it's Wenger who started that, didn't he? Like he started some form of where he wouldn't pay so much for players if you reach a certain age. You won't renew your contract.
Wenger's problem was he had a philosophy, but I'm not saying his philosophy was bad. He just had to update his philosophy, but he was so stubborn. It's like Mourinho. It's the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
This is why I respect Ferguson, because he left when it was the right time. Win a title, ciao, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
And then bring in
Wenger and Mourinho especially Wenger, he stuck along. Like he should have left 8 years before he left. For me, after he won the FA Cup in 2014, he should have just bowed out. Like, I gave you one more title, I'm out. You know, let's end on a happy note. Don't leave like you drag us out of Champions League and then you just leave us in the dust. You know, but that's his philosophy. For me, what I thought about his philosophy, he was always buying young players, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And they buy when he bought him, he was young. Fabregas, Nasri, you know, and then once in a while he got one or two players that were in their prime to add a bit of quality. You could go back to, even though he was injury prone, you could go back to Rosicky. He was in his prime when he came, and then the injury started.
What did you guys
Eduardo was in his prime when he came, and then he broke his ankle or whatever he broke. Then Sanchez came, Rizzo came. You know, these were people that were in their prime. So you could see what he was trying to do. But I always felt like Arsene Wenger left it uncompleted because you had all these twinkie toe players, but why didn't he get someone like Thomas Partey 5 years ago? And it was so obvious to see that we needed someone like, I'm not saying, there's no one like Gilberto, there's no one like Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
But we needed someone like that.
Oh, yes.
To
that position.
We didn't really look. After Gilberto, our best CDM after Gilberto was Alex Song.
Really? Song?
Who? Coquelin?
That's all.
Think about it. Who has been our best CDM since Gilberto Silva left? Just look back all the years. If it's not Song, then it has to be either Flamini or Coquelin, because those were the guys.
Oh, but Flamini had like 1 or 2 good seasons, huh? But
one or two. Everyone has 1 or 2 good seasons.
Flamini wasn't all that though.
I didn't rate him.
You guys didn't like him?
I didn't.
Coquelin was also dodgy, man. But yeah, it's true.
That's the thing. They went. You see, when you're thinking about a quality CDM, you're not thinking about Flamini or Coquelin.
No.
You know, you're thinking about someone. We needed someone. Look, if the time that we had Cazorla, Özil, Sanchez playing their best football, and you had like people like Podolski and some other good guys around them, if we had the CDM at that time, it would have been a different story, because at that point, all we were doing was outscoring other people because we couldn't defend.
Yeah.
Or our defense was too, I don't know. On a tactical front, I don't know what Wenger was thinking. Because if I have someone like Mertesacker at the back, I'm definitely going to get a world-class CDM to cover him.
Trust.
Yeah, but
what position
that's something up for you.
Was Arteta playing as a box-to-box, or was he playing as a deep?
Arteta wasn't all that even.
Arteta was playing as a deep line midfield playmaker.
Like a quarterback.
Oh.
He was playing as a quarterback, yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
And Ramsey was doing the box-to-box.
Man, Ramsey is
Linked
one of
to Newcastle in the January transfer window, Eddie Howe.
By then, Newcastle.
Gonna get Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Newcastle.
Ramsey is so injury prone. It's annoying.
You know, the thing about Newcastle, the mistake they shouldn't do is don't buy superstars just yet.
Yeah,
just start slowly.
Slowly, yeah.
No, but their problem is if they don't do something, they'll be relegated.
Exactly. That would be so
Imagine
sad.
that. Imagine that.
Yeah,
That would
that's
be
why
fine.
they have to at least get some players in. I can understand an Aaron Ramsey because Juventus is trying to get rid of him,
No.
and he probably wants to come back to England. But the thing is, Aaron Ramsey is always injured. So when is he even gonna play?
Get players,
Especially in the Premier League.
ballers
like-
in the championship, man. You can get a lot of championship players.
Because
man.
like Newcastle, they get some just better players. Not that they'll go up the table. They don't have to get like some world class guys.
No, they
Very-
just need to get better defenders, honestly.
Yeah, the defense is shocking.
Yeah, it's
man.
shocking.
They're
The
bad.
defense is wow, it's crap.
It's Lascelles and Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played three at the back as well. I don't know who the other guy is. But Lascelles, man, you know Lascelles was a baller a few years ago.
Yeah, it
But
was.
he's old now. That's the problem. You're saying a few years. It was a couple of years ago.
Oh, that day, man. I feel like Perito just survive. Then next summer, that's when you guys can start bringing in some players.
They won't survive.
Yeah. I don't January you can't really buy anyone.
They're serving on St. Maximin.
Oh yeah. Fact.
It was my rate.
And Saint Maximin, boys.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Saint Maximin. Saint Maximin.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
serving.
yeah.
How do you say it in
Yeah.
French?
You know, I don't even think he's their best player in that team.
Who's the best player?
I feel like the best player is that Paraguayan guy, man.
Who?
Who?
Um,
Oh, Almiron?
Almiron,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't play.
No,
Mad,
but
man.
I don't know. If everyone in that team is supposed to be playing at their best, at their very best, I honestly think it's Saint Maximin. At his best, he's unstoppable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's also
At his very best, he's unstoppable. No
Direct.
matter, he's very direct.
What about Joe Willock?
He's very. Oof. He's the one guy that honestly, why not keep Joe Willock and sell? And then like I didn't understand. Honestly, okay, obviously he wants to play. He wants to play regular, and
Yeah.
in any top team, it's regular football is never promised unless you actually show it on the training ground.
Yeah.
So I can understand it. I mean, it was, how do I say it? It was the best thing for both clubs, but at the same time, I think both the club and the player wish it went another way, because the club because we're buying players, so we needed to actually sell someone to make some of the money back.
Mm.
And at the same time, Willock wanted to play regular football. So I think it was a win-win, but on a sentimental level,
Yeah.
they would have probably avoided it.
That's
Because
man was-
Willock is a talented boy. Willock
What is
a
his
talented
role?
boy.
Being an Arsenal fan, what was Willock's role? Was he a number 8? Is he like
Yeah, where does he play?
or
Willock growing up was a number 10,
Ah.
but he grew into a number 8.
Yeah, he's like
So he can play both. He's not a typical number 10. He's not the type of number 10. He's not a playmaking number 10.
Mount.
Yeah.
He's more similar to Dele Alli in that aspect.
Hmm.
He's like a shadow striker.
Oh yeah.
okay.
But as an 8, when he's playing box to box, you see more of his talent when he's driving with the ball, because he's very good. Like he looks skeletal, but he has takers. He has takers.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
because I've seen a lot of Arsenal actually do rate Willock,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
always this thing they're doing is that like, yes, we actually want him to stay, but the fact that he needs to also grow his career. He wants
Yeah.
to achieve.
But personally, I would have kept Willock and sold both El Neni and Shaka.
No, that was not
Chaka
gonna be
needs
right.
to. Chaka needs to go.
You could have sold them.
But you
need to
need
keep
Chaka.
your-
That's the thing.
You need Chaka.
The
Yeah.
squad is to be high. The squad
We need his leadership, but not his skills.
Yeah.
You don't rate
That's I rate his
Ah.
leadership. He's a leader.
Only
I don't even like.
only leader in that
natural.
Bad.
and-
But I'm not saying he's a bad player. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I just don't like his style of play.
Even I hate it.
I just don't feel like he suits a team like Arsenal.
Yeah,
only-
it's not his team.
Even because right now, even if Shaka is to come back and be fit, I will still play Lokonga.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't play Shaka
Because as someone who grew up watching Arsenal, I grew up watching Arsenal with two dynamic box-to-box giants in the midfield like Vieira and Gilberto. I want something like that. For me, that's how I identify to Arsenal. Like, obviously, as a kid, when you're watching the Invincibles, you're like, okay, so this is Arsenal. So this is the blueprints we are, as Arsenal fans, we go with, because the Invincible team for us is the best generation of Arsenal players we've watched. So for us, that's the standard. It's the same when you go to Barcelona. The standard now is the era of Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. You know, that's
what you always yeah. That's what
you always compare to your best teams.
You think Lukaku
teams like United, they are lucky. They have different eras to pick from.
Kevin, you're saying?
I'm saying, do you think Lukaku could play 30 games a season, man? I think it's
no, I don't think. I honestly, I don't expect Lokonga to play every game. He's still young and he's still learning. So he can look. Maitland-Niles is also there. Once in a while, you can give him a game. You saw him this weekend. For me, he even played better than Lokonga over the weekend.
I saw he tried playing Odegaard with Partey in that midfield.
It didn't work.
He's been trying many things.
It didn't work. It didn't work, and I think he noticed it quick, because I think he was trying to go for the 4-4-2, but he still wanted as much creativity on the pitch as possible to create chances. So he tried to put Odegaard in the midfield, but that one left Partey exposed. So I think by balancing it out, he put Lokonga in the midfield, but at the same time, he added Lacazette into the attack, so there's more options up front. You know? Because at the end of the day, if you look at the way Arsenal's playing, every time we push up, you see Nuno Tavares almost playing as a left winger. And then Smith Rowe always, at the end of the day, he's always cutting back in to play as a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and you're a Japanese guy, yo. I find him solid.
I love his mentality. That's, for me right now, you know, for a long time, Arsenal, we didn't have a mentality. We didn't have the right mentality, like that, you know, especially like this weekend is a perfect example. Like, what do you say? You know that when just that killer instinct. You are 1-0. You are 1-0 ahead, and the pressure's on you. The Arsenal 5 years ago would have probably drawn or even lost that game in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, you guys were together in that game.
But at least this one, we're able to stay disciplined and scrape it out. Like any team that does well in a league, or any team that comes in first, second, third, fourth, doesn't mean they play perfect football throughout the season. There are some games where you have to scrape them. You have to fight like a dog to win it. You know, it's normal.
Your next game against Liverpool is going to be
a
game to be tested.
I'm saying it now.
It's Anfield.
Honestly, I think we'll lose, but I think we'll lose, but it won't be like a devastating loss. I think we'll put up a good fight.
I hope you guys get.
Yeah, that's not where that's the mistake we're making as a Man U. Like, we're losing, and we're just losing. Like, there's no,
there's no fight.
You're like, yo,
there's like whatever, you know.
The game was the worst game I've seen. It was worse than Liverpool.
Yeah, it was
I literally said this. I said this to Carl and he didn't believe.
Carl, I don't know what Carl sees in Ole. Like, Carl is really like Ole in.
Carl still wants Ole to stay.
I'm tired of this shit.
I don't know. What's up with Ole? I don't know, how do you play 3 at the back and you see it's not working and you change back to 4? He did it. I think he did it twice. He did it versus Atlanta.
Yeah.
He said, "Let me change," and
he keeps changing
for me. And then he keeps doing the same thing again.
Listen, your coach doesn't know what he's doing.
Relegated.
Sorry,
bro.
Ole got Cardiff relegated, man.
Yes,
that's bad.
This is what I'm saying. This was my question. On what merits did you hire this coach? This is Man United. This is not Norwich. This is not Norwich where you just hire any coach to come and coach.
I think
You know, like, look, I'm an Arsenal fan, so it sounds
That's
weird
true.
that I'm defending Man United, but I'm not defending
No,
Man
it-
United because Man United. I'm defending Man United because it's one of the biggest teams in the world.
yeah. Thanks.
So to get that job,
Makes
you
no
must
sense.
be a
must be
crazy
top,
man.
like-
You must be, yeah. On what
Yeah.
this it was for me was a purely. I understood when you first brought him in as a caretaker manager because you guys were going to transition.
Yeah.
But you guys let that run that he had as a caretaker manager, like,
Go hard.
yeah, like you guys just got so sentimental about it, and you were like, oh my god, if this guy's doing this well,
Hmm.
I don't know whether you guys were going like maybe he's cheaper because he doesn't have any
Like,
record.
that point of time where everyone was just getting a former player to come manage the
Yeah.
team.
Lampard.
Yeah,
Well, it did.
Lampard, Gerrard
Yes.
went to Rangers.
Makes no sense, man.
I think now Ole has like a good like communication with the club. Like
He's just a
you
happy
know-
soul.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not tactical. The person who deals with tactics is our assistant manager.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that guy's been there since Ferguson, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think Ole got him. He got him because he knows, man. 'Cause he-
You know,
If you got anyone
doesn't
else,
know
you'll
what to do,
panic.
man. We really got Ole,
Oh
yeah.
my-
Man. We are not serious.
I look, I'm shocked. I was guys, you don't understand how I was so like I'm an Arsenal fan, but do you know how excited I was that just because Ronaldo was coming back to the Premier League,
Yeah, everyone was
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
I got so excited I started a Man United career mode on my FIFA.
Yeah.
Like this is so disappointing. Like I'm still I can say this and I'm smiling because Arsenal's doing well at the moment, but
Yeah.
But you
United
remember-
should be up there challenging with the players they have. I mean,
Yeah.
Sancho's not even getting time.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
mad,
Fuck.
man.
Van de Beek, man.
He doesn't play Van de Beek. He doesn't play Sancho.
And
So
when
why
Van
were
de
you
Beek came on for?
why were you trying to get Sancho for the last 2 years?
He bought players for bench.
I feel like he just doesn't know how to use them. That's the thing.
Man, then why buy
Yeah, he's
them?
not a tactic.
Yeah,
It's like he just
I feel
buys
like
any,
he doesn't know how to
world
use the
class, the
players.
next world class player, just buy them.
I feel so sorry for Van de Beek.
Like the thing is,
Van de Beek is the only player.
he only-
Like,
And you
Sancho-
know that I would love Van de Beek at Arsenal. I'm telling you, I think
Yeah.
he would do great with Thomas Partey in the
I
middle.
swear.
You know who his
That happens,
girlfriend. You know
man.
who his girlfriend is.
Huh?
You know his
Who?
girlfriend is the daughter of your legend.
Beckham.
Yeah,
Who?
Dennis
Van de-
Beckham.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah, go. Kevin
Yeah.
Faith.
Well, that's even more reason. It's written on the walls.
Voodoo. We might do something again. Remember that time when we swapped Sanchez for Mkhitaryan?
Oh no. Honestly, I feel like we got the better parts of that deal.
Okay, yeah, you
Mkhitaryan
did.
was worse last week. Sure.
Mkhitaryan didn't do well, man. He didn't do well though.
Mkhitaryan was-
But Sanchez didn't do nothing.
He scored a goal.
What
He
did
scored against
Sanchez
you
do?
one
No,
goal.
both of
He
us-
scored
Just both of us went wrong.
at least. Yeah.
Look,
Both of
you
us
guys
were
got
bad.
Sanchez. He didn't get you any cups. He barely scored any goals, and you guys were paying £500,000 a week.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and come that commercial aspect, I think,
Look.
yeah, got the.
Mkhitaryan at least got about 5 goals and 5 assists for one season. Sanchez didn't do that.
5 goals.
Five
Karen got
goals.
like 2 goals.
Not five.
Most
Okay,
of them-
3. It's still more than Sanchez.
It was mostly in the
Where is
Europa
this
League.
five goals coming from?
Mkhitaryan scored in like the Europa League or something.
Yeah, he was basically a Europa League player for us.
Wait, back then you guys were still like we were still on top of you guys. Like
I mean, look, the season is still fresh, so let's see.
Early,
Okay,
still
yeah.
early. I'm not
It's still early.
you never
Look,
know.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to brag too. I'm not even going to brag, like, because I know Arsenal have a history of breaking my heart. So I'm not going to.
There's always.
I'm not going to.
Me, I still think City is going to win the league.
Oh, the
City.
I'm so sure that
Because Liverpool, I
they're
don't
going to-
see.
If honestly, if City do it again without a striker, wow.
Yeah,
Big ups to them.
exactly. They don't need a striker. The way they played, bro. The way they played United, yeah, I've
It's
never
like-
seen anything like that, man.
They
There
just
was no
play
need
that,
of a
man.
striker.
They were taking. They were even playing football. Like they were playing football at the end of the game, like towards the
No,
end. But they were
but
not
that's a
trying
United
hard.
team that's on poor form. If they face, I don't know, let's say they go to the Champions League. This is the same thing that happened in the Champions League final against Chelsea.
Yeah.
They needed that lead because it was cup final. You need that lethal. Imagine they had Aguero from 8 years ago. He would have,
Oh
you know,
my
like
God, man.
an on-form
They'll be
Aguero.
winning things
you know,
everywhere.
Exactly. Like you know how much a world-class striker can make a difference to a team.
Oh yeah, City have never used to have like
A big striker.
30
Like
goals guy,
yeah,
man.
they're always
The
young,
past
you know.
4 years.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't take Ronaldo even.
I don't think Pep wanted Ronaldo. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah, I don't think.
You
so.
don't have such.
I'm with the
I
same
knew he
feelings.
didn't want it.
I felt like because he didn't get Harry Kane, so I felt like Ronaldo was kind of his backup.
Do you think if Man City didn't want Ronaldo, I don't think he would be at Man U, like right now.
No.
Because we
I
had
feel
to.
like Ronaldo just used it to come to United, man.
No, I think
Who,
if he didn't go to,
do you think would have got someone else?
no, I think he would have still gone to United. Where else would he have gone?
Yeah, that's true though.
He went to
Because
any other
apparently he already told Juventus that he doesn't intend on staying this season. So he was already looking for a place. So I feel like I think Man City was the only team that were going for him.
Yeah. Even us weren't going for him until
And PSG won't go for him because they have too many attacking players.
And then Messi's there, man. Ronaldo would never go there when Messi's there.
Hey, imagine they can't be in the same team. Whoa, that would be bad.
Basically, the era is coming to.
If Mbappe goes to Madrid, they might get Ronaldo.
But you know Ronaldo has ego.
He doesn't have ego, man. He can't play in Messi, man. Imagine those two fighting for Ballon d'Ors in the same team.
Ronaldo.
That era for Messi and Ronaldo Ballon d'Or is, I think it's slowly coming now. Yeah.
The end.
Man, Salah is coming up here, man.
Yeah.
I think the Messi Ronaldo era is over.
Salah will never win the Ballon d'Or, man. I'm sorry. I like him.
Me, actually, I like him, but I don't think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or.
I don't
Why?
think
Salah.
An African,
Salah.
African at this kind of age winning a Ballon d'Or. It's hard, man.
Honestly, I want him to win it just because I want an African to win it.
Even me, I want it to win it, but I don't think he's going to win it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I really hope. I mean, the only way he will win it is, I don't know. I don't think he will too. Shit.
I don't think
Who's the line for Ballon d'Or then? Is it gonna be Lewandowski?
Benzema,
Basically.
Lewandowski. Maybe a
It's
keeper
gonna be
even.
It has Chelsea players are there too. It could be Jorginho. He won Champions League and
Jorginho.
Euros.
Jorginho wins
Jorginho.
Question.
If Jorginho
Oh my
wins the
God.
Ballon d'Or, I'm out, man. I'm seriously out with this.
By the way,
Oh my
by the way,
god.
I have a question. I don't think so, but see, as any Arsenal player, like from generations, have they ever won the Ballon d'Or?
No, the only guy who came close was Henry. 3
Oh,
times.
Henry,
He came in second.
2 or 3, right?
I think 2002, 2003, 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the first one, I think Ronaldinho won it and he didn't. And I think it might be 2006 when he went to Champions League final and the World Cup final. I don't know. But I know he's been runner-up 3 times.
Oh, Man United Ballon d'Or, do you know if we won? Just a question.
Ronaldo.
You know, it's Ballon d'Or is from 2021, literally the host from January to December.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone who has done anything, man.
No one.
Maybe
Man.
That's the thing. And the thing is, Chelsea won the cup, but no player from their team stood out enough to earn that Ballon d'Or.
Bro, Mendy's not there. Mendy's not there. Mendy was not called.
Mendy's not there.
Then the 30.
Oh, really?
I was surprised, man. I thought Mendy was the best player this season.
Wow.
Or like,
Imagine if they gave it to Mason Mount.
bro, no.
Or Jorginho.
Jokes, man. Jokes.
Yo, it could be Jorginho, I'm telling you.
Yeah, chances are.
It will shock you.
Man.
Remember when they gave it to Modric? This could be another one.
But That's not the same people. Modric was ridiculous.
Modric is beef, man.
I know,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Before I go, man, you guys.
Only out, huh?
Yes, thank you.
Carl, you have to support
Only
it,
out,
man.
man. Should have been out 2 years ago. 2 years ago, after his role as caretaker, should have gone.
Carl, what's your last?
I would say I leave my decision in the hands of the board, and if the players are happy,
What?
But Carl,
then
are you in or out? Carl, are you in and out though? Are you in or out?
He's in.
I have to say that what I decide and what I choose, it means nothing, and I have to leave that decision in the hands of the board
You know, Carl
and in the hands of the players, because
Carl is like Ty. You guys know Ty from Arsenal Fan TV.
Oh, this is not politics, man. Just are you in or out?
nah,
Carl is like
I'm standard the devil's advocate. So it's like if everybody is just saying this, I say the other thing. I'm like, what about that?
What if you lose to Watford in 2 weeks from now? Are you still in or?
That would be bad, man. If we lose to
That would be
Watford,
bad.
that would be just.
If
My eyes are very much focused on 2nd of December when us guys are going to play Arsenal. And then even if Arsenal are on top of us until that point, when we play that game and even though we've lost to Watford and we still beat Arsenal, then still at least to Kabuda say,
we'll make a special episode for you.
I think after Liverpool's game, Liverpool Arsenal that's where they were supposed to be, man.
Listen, the Liverpool game, my expectations are not high.
Of course,
Yeah.
not.
We've been unbeaten for 10 games. If we lose to Liverpool, I'm okay with it. It's expected.
Yeah, it's expected. But at least you guys should.
Who are you guys playing after that? Who are you playing
some-
after?
Someone not as good as Liverpool, I hope.
I know you play Manu. You're gonna beat Newcastle.
We're playing this
Oh, perfect. You see?
Yeah,
It's
man.
perfect.
But still Newcastle. Well, okay.
And all you guys have like European games. So we're
You
good.
guys are relaxed. Huh?
We can rest. So bring
Alright,
it on.
so
Wherever.
it makes it that much sweeter, huh?
You know, Arsenal actually deserve to. Arsenal need to be top 4 because you guys don't have European football.
That's what I'm saying. Look at what Chelsea did when they didn't have European football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you expect
They
it to
won,
be.
but we're not good enough to win the league. So at least we should be in the conversation of Champions League football.
Yeah, exactly. If we want.
I think why that 2nd of December game against Arsenal is important is because Budu mentioned in the last episode about how the Oli situation would be compared to the likes of the Lampard situation, but like if we're comparing it, it's the same, you know.
Yeah.
All of us have that manager that's coming with almost no experience, but Lampard obviously fell through. Obviously, he didn't have the backing of the board to keep him there. But apparently now our Glazers situation and the board of Arsenal situation is time. Give them time. Let's see. And now you guys are doing bits, and it looks to be paying off. I think us guys had that last season.
Yeah.
Not England.
So now
they need to stop bringing these Americans to England, man. Americans are spoiling football. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. They're killing football.
They're killing it. They're killing the game.
I'm out, yeah?
Huh?
Sorry?
Jeremy, yeah?
I'm out. I need to go do something really
Almost
quick.
done, man. Yeah, take care, man.
man.
Tell Jeremy.
Till the next one.
And so, yeah.
So I agree. But for example, for United, us guys are still doing okay. Apart from this whole like Super League nonsense.
Yeah.
We're good. I think we're good with the Glazers, man. I mean, what could they do that's worse than what they have already attempted to do?
Oh, for me, your board or whoever's in charge that brought in the players. I think you brought in the right players.
But do you think
There's no
pressure?
plan.
I just don't think the coach is overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's always the. But you might think he only spent all that money because of.
See, the thing is, as much as I want to blame on just he doesn't have the right tactics. But you look at the caliber of players he has in that team. You need a strong personality to be able to control those egos.
Players, yeah.
You think
You don't
Mourinho will have done better with this squad?
Yeah,
Oh man.
look, this is why
Yeah.
I'm just speaking out of experience, because this is why Arsene Wenger lost the dressing room at the end. Because the guy was, Arsene Wenger is not the hard guy. He's not. I'm not saying you have to be a Mourinho, but at the same time, don't be an Arsene Wenger, because for me those are the two extremes.
Yeah.
Arsene Wenger is the type of coach that will always pat you in the back, even if you fuck up majorly.
Sounds like Oli.
And exactly. But Mourinho is the opposite. You can do something that is not even wrong, but in his eyes is wrong. And you might not even play any more football. You know, that's it's the two opposites. You just have to find someone in between.
You can see exactly how it is, because like for everybody who will watch this, you can see exactly how Mourinho handles his dressing room from the Spurs. That Spurs series that they had, where you could go all access and like inside the dressing rooms and this.
Just you guys have the perfect example. There was no better man manager than Alex Ferguson.
Of course.
Damn right.
That guy like told
I
players.
think Ole is so good. I think Ole is just a good manager.
Look, how could Ferguson keep everyone happy? You know, look, he managed to keep. He had 4 world-class strikers and managed to keep all of them happy.
True. Well back.
Who does that?
I think it's about how he encouraged them, but it's not like he's keeping them happy, because it's your performances speak for yourself, and I think he found a way to make them feel like, hey, you need to do this and you need to do that. You know what I mean?
Watch Alex Ferguson's interviews. He says he's very upfront with his players.
That's true.
He said,
I heard his teammates say
my number one at the 99 season or whatever. He said my number one strikers were Dwight York and Andy Cole. But Solskjaer never complained, because he knew that if they ever needed a goal, Ferguson would definitely bring him on by the 7 minutes.
I feel you. I've watched.
More often than not, Solskjaer always got the goal. It's always about being honest with your players and telling them the exact role they are playing in the club.
Exactly. And on the same lines, it's even how he was able to manage the young CR7 and tell him, listen, wow, you're great. I get this. You're fantastic. We have not seen these skills before. But the point of the game is to win. It's not to score. It's not to shine.
The 3 points.
You feel me? It's exactly. So it's how he carries that message across to somebody who has that ego as well, because CR7 at that point had that ego.
Yeah.
No, but you need to have that kind of ego to be CR7, to be one of the best. You have to have an ego.
Cheers, man.
Make sure you guys
Till the next one.
Like, comment. Until next time. Peace out.
Cheers.
Peace.